Okay, we're in the middle of Q4. Where are you at with your business? Now is the time to sit back, take inventory, and take clear and concise action. And it doesn't have to be hard stuff to really get your business on track and be able to enjoy holidays at the same time and do all those things that really fill your cup. Today, Christy and I are going to break down 3 easy-ish ways to get your business on track, end the year strong, and start Q1 in the very best way. Let's dive in.
You're listening to the Girl Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast, where we invite you to check your ego at the app, grab a cup of coffee, and get ready to dive into all things real estate marketing, social media, friendship, hardship, love, money mindset, and all the things that celebrate you as a badass boss babe.
We're here to encourage you, show up for you, give you a loving kick in the pants when you need it most, and be your soft place to land on the hardest of days. So pull up a seat at our table and get ready to be inspired and start living your best life by design.
Welcome to the Girl Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast. We are so excited you're here.
Okay, girls, let's dive in.
It's the holiday season.
Holiday season.
Okay, really though? Let's get your business back on track before you hear that song this year.
So we did a little happy hour in the backyard last night for Caftans and Kava.
It was so
brought
fun.
together this really beautiful group of women, just really awesome people in the business. And everyone knows what a Christmas fan I am. Everyone's like, when are you going to start decorating? I'm like, soon. Real soon.
Heck yeah. But that's not what we're going to talk about in the podcast
not
today.
yet.
Today we're going to talk about
Soon,
how to
real soon.
holiday prep your business without losing your mind.
Heck yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is so important, especially after, sometimes we take a little time in the summer to chill out and then we kind of scramble in the fall. So how to really have a successful business through the holiday season while still finding joy and not losing your mind completely. Maybe a little.
I think as a realtor, a lot of realtors really struggle with time blocking. My hand is raised. It's probably one of the biggest things that I struggle with is at the end of the day, I'm like, oh my God, what a long day. And then I'm sit back and be like, what have I done today? And then some days you feel like you got literally nothing done. And other days I'm like, Carrie, we just won today. We got so much accomplished. But I'm not going to lie. There are some days where I feel super busy. And then I'm not reaching out to clients. I just was total busy work. So as a realtor, what are you doing? Are you doing the things that actually are moving the needle, that are getting business in the door? Or are you just doing the busy things where it makes you feel exhausted, but you didn't get anything done? Really the important things done.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. We can get caught up in that busy work and we really need to figure out managing this time of year effectively, right? And where our time is going all year round, really.
You're way better at this than I am.
Okay, but also we're wired differently.
Yeah, totally.
But Carrie also wants to time block. I love time blocking. I have learned ways to, without liking it, work out of that, kind of work in and out and sort of have this flow that's a little bit different, but it is effective. And real estate, especially, things are constantly changing. Shiny objects, right? So, but you can still do that to a certain extent and make it really, really successful. And really thinking about real estate is that 90-day cycle, right? Mm-hmm. We're in Q4. Okay, we are in Q4. And the reality is what happens in Q4 is directly going to affect what happens in Q1 of 2026. And it's still so crazy to say 2026. But the reality really is what happened in Q2 and 3 and 4 are what's going to set up Q1. But really, if we're focused on right now, what we're doing in Q4 is really going to affect our Q1. So how do we set our business up for success without losing our mind and also having a paycheck come January, February, March of next year?
I think a lot of realtors sit in that space where they're like, I don't understand why, I'm broke. Or a big cycle is I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm rich, I'm poor. It's a big real estate thing. And maybe it is with just entrepreneurship in sales in general. But I feel it's a big thing with realtors. And having that cycle, I think that creates a lot of scarcity in people, is that you aren't like, okay, well, at the end of the year, this is all going to average out. But then you operate in this place of scarcity where you're like, I need to get some business in the pipeline right now. Or what am I going to have to do? Like go drive Uber or do like Uber Eats. It's like, then that's taking away focus from your business. So like all these things that you should be putting into place now will help level out that roller coaster. Mm-hmm. And maybe you'll have some little tiny ones, but instead of having like the really huge extremes, I think that's a really horrible place to have to operate your business out of.
And then blame it on the market or interest rates.
It's not the market. It's you being lazy and not doing the things.
I feel like we've had some kind of hard episodes where we're like just kind of telling it how it is. I mean, this is in the most loving way. Like we're here to like cheer you on and get your business, like keep your business successful. Yeah. So you don't have to mail your license back, right?
No,
like
we don't want that for you.
Want you to be in this business. So like really that struggle in Q1, if you're really feeling that struggle, it's because we're not doing the work in Q3, Q4. Mm-hmm. And that's really what needs to be happening.
I think that if you are just constantly like thinking like, oh, well, it's the holidays, like everybody checks out, it's no big deal. Well, it's going to be a really freaking big deal come beginning of 2026 when you are all of a sudden like, holy crap, like I have nothing in the pipeline. I have nothing teed up. I have nothing queued and ready to go to all of a sudden put under contract. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to start your year like that.
I would just like to call bullshit on people checking out during the holidays. Yeah. It might be one of your greatest times to do those touch points with clients. You can't it is so effective and it's such a beautiful time to do it without having to like sell. It's such a beautiful time to serve. It's a beautiful time to connect people. I mean, there's a lot of emotions around the holidays, good, bad, all kinds of things. Mm-hmm. But really reaching out and connecting, this is a time of connection. So like, it's kind of like total BS if you're like, oh, clients, they're just like not paying. No, you know what they don't want? You to call them and like tell them all these stats on December 21st. Like, of course not. That's not what they're looking for. But like, how else are you connecting with them during this time where like we talk about it so much? It's like, it's not all about real estate. Maybe set that pillar aside for a minute, right? Set that aside for a minute and like focus on other things of how you can serve. Like so much of our business, I'm like, believe this wholeheartedly, is because of how we serve throughout the year and how we nurture throughout the year. And a lot of it comes at this time of year. That really warm stuff comes at this time of year. And I love that. Our clients love that. It fits. I mean, hello, how many Christmas trees, Beth, over here decorating by Halloween? Like it fits everything. We're not being inauthentic. We genuinely love this time of year and love serving at this time of year. And it's fun. It's so much fun. So like finding what makes sense. And because you're not sending like a market analysis to them on December 15th, that doesn't mean they're not going to call you in January if you've been serving them and nurturing them in different ways. So like, I think there's also a disconnect there that it has to be really real estate heavy or something. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I love that this is the perfect time of year to just simply reach out and send a video text or a regular text or a handwritten note and just say, like celebrating this moment of the year where everyone has things to be grateful for. And I'm so grateful for you. It's so easy. You're not even talking about real estate. I think a lot of real estate agents really get in their head about like, I don't know what to say. Like I, maybe don't feel like I'm the perfect expert and somebody's going to ask me a question that I don't have an answer to. That was always my big excuse early on in my career. And I'm like, okay, this time of year is like the perfect authentic time to not talk about real estate. To just thank someone for their business. I'm like, I'm so thankful that I met you. You were a Zillow online lead and now you're someone I call friend. And I'm really thankful for you. And you don't even talk about real estate.
And then you genuinely are. Like you genuinely, it's not fake, right? Yeah. Like when you're nurturing and serving and connecting at such a cool level with your clients, you are actually authentically, like you want that just as much as like they need that. So it's a pretty cool thing when your business gets to operate in that space.
And it feels good.
It does. It feels good.
Yeah.
So like, let's break down, Beth. Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's break down like 3 ways to really like holiday prep your business without losing your mind that they can do like this week. Like we can all do this like right now.
All right. Number 1. And we did this summer and we like put new things on pause. Like we're not going to take on like new initiatives. We just put them on a list for the fall. and then dug into them in the fall. So if you're that person, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'd really love to implement X or Y into my business. Maybe starting it in the middle of the holidays is like not the right time to do that. You're staying consistent on all the other things, but like that new shiny object or that new marketing idea you have, put it on the list and handle it in January and just stay consistent with what you've been doing all year long.
A lot of realtors take a big snooze, don't they, Beth? All right. So number 2, continue to stay top of mind for clients. Like, what about all the buyers sitting on the fence, right? Like waiting for rates to come down. Beth, you talk about this all the time, right? Waiting, rates are coming down.
Newsflash, they came down.
So like, are you serving them? Are you educating them? Do they even know rates are coming down? Like, do they know what's going on in the market? And do they know it from your perspective, right? They want to work with you. So then you need to be the one that are educating them. So like making sure that you're continuing to stay top of mind for them is so, so, so important. So how are you doing that? Ask yourself, like, how does this work with my brand?
So huge. And then number 3, Christy is so good at this. And she's reminded me of this so many times over the years. And like, I feel like I'm kind of getting in the groove of this, but schedule your life first. Like put it on the calendar. Like, what is your thing that you love to do with your family during the holidays? Maybe you love to go up to Bentleyville and see all the Christmas lights up in Duluth. Maybe you have like a Christmas production you want to go to. Don't schedule a listing appointment during that time. Make sure you're scheduling all the things that make the holidays feel special to you with the people that you love most, and then feel working around that.
It's so true. And obviously, like, you can get thrown a curveball and that kind of thing. Like, the reality is life, right?
Yes.
And business is business. But schedule your life first. Make sure that you schedule space in there. Like, we've talked about that so many times too, that white space. And then schedule, like Beth's saying, like, schedule work after that. And, you know, Carrie and I actually did an episode last year together,
it was so
Carrie
good.
and the team. And it was how to beat overwhelmed during the holidays. And we took it really from like a small business, like mother perspective. So if you want to check that out, head to episode 132. It's a good one. It really is. Mm-hmm. And it'll really probably meet you where you're at when it comes to like feeling that pressure of the holidays, the pressure of work during that time, and like how to wear every hat possible and still make a living.
And I love, Carrie reminded me not too long ago. She's like, Beth, no is a complete sentence.
Oh my gosh, I say this all the time. No is a complete.
And I'm like, I know, but. And she's like, no, you can just say no.
No.
And you don't have to have any extra caveat to it. No. And it's okay. It's okay to say no. So you can free up. I mean, you talk about this all the time. Say no. You have to like figure out what you're saying no to, because or what you're saying yes to, because then it means you're saying no to something else. Like what is that priority for you? And that's going to be different for everybody.
It is. And like, I ask myself that question, I mean, on a regular basis. Like, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? And what do I really want? Does this serve my life, kind of thing? So it's okay to do that. And especially dealing in the holidays when there's all this like pressure to like personal things to attend, or like every holiday event and all that jazz.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Like, what are you saying no to? And just be okay with it. Like, be okay with that. You get to do that. And then a little bonus. Let's give a bonus.
We love bonus tips here.
I'm going to let you take this one, Beth.
Oh my gosh. I would say our best bonus tip we can tell you is eliminate distractions. I mean, obviously distractions come up. That's life, right? Especially when you're self-employed and you're wearing a lot of different hats. Try to eliminate distractions as much as you can. It's going to bring more peace to your life. And like, what can be delegated? That's been like a big eye opener for me this year. It's like, okay, what do I hate doing? I hate cleaning my house. Someone else can clean my house. And then I can focus on things that are more important. But like, what is a distraction that's maybe a necessary evil, but maybe it's not a necessary evil, that you can say, nope, this just isn't serving me right now?
Also, like, you are going to notice during this time of year, because it is like a really warm and like a lot of emotions sort of time of year, you're going to get pitched from different things, different businesses to buy a course, buy something that's going to solve all your problems, buy this, buy that, those are what we're talking about, distractions. Like, those are coming at you because you're vulnerable right now. So I'm just going to like put my marketing cap on right now and just warn you, like, those are coming, and don't fall for them. Just don't fall for them. They're just going to make you more overwhelmed.
Yes. And then when you don't do them and you have all these things just sitting in your cart.
The January guilt.
Oh my God. Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
All right. So if this episode was helpful and you know another realtor that might be struggling or just this might be helpful for them, definitely share it with them because that's what keeps this podcast going.
So until next time, bus bench babes.
Remember to keep your face off a bus bench.
And keep being the badass boss babes that you are.
Okay, girls. Are you feeling as inspired as we are? We're over here cheering you on because you just finished another episode of the Girl Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast.
If you want more, head over to girlgetyourfaceoffabusbench.com for show notes and more episodes. And don't forget to subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. They mean the world to us and they're what keep us going.
Girl, thanks for being here.